Hello, my dear friends. So I am here again before you to continue with our topic, that is about Indian Constitution. We said it is so important for every country to have their own constitution, because the constitution explains what kind of country it is going to be, what kind of government it is going to have, what are the rights the people will have, what are the duties the people will have. All that will be explained in the constitution, and that will speak about the nature of governance, the nature of that country, and so on. So yesterday we said the constitution is a set of rules. So everything is written down there, and that will be binding on all the people, whether they are rich or poor, whether they are from the east or west, whether they are tribals or not tribals, whoever may be. If they are Indian, then they have to follow that rule. So that way it is meant for all. So we can, every one of us can say, the constitution is mine, because it is meant for me also. No one is excluded. That is one of the first thing about the constitution. Then we can say the second important point about the constitution is it is to define a country's political system. To define political system. So the second purpose of the constitution is define political system. So what kind of political system is going to have in that country? It is written down there nicely. For example, in India we have a political system. Our government is a federal government, that is a country with different governments. We have a central government from Delhi, and every state has got its own government. The union territories have got its own government. The local area has got its own government. We call it Zilla Parishad. Recently we had elections here to the Zilla Parishad. So that is called local government, the local body. So we have different levels of government. That is called federal system. So it is written down in our constitution that we are going to have federal government system, federal system of governance. So like that, every country has got their own system of government, because it is mentioned in their constitution, whether they are going to have monarchic rule. Yesterday we said about Nepal, they had the monarchy system, monarchy rule, but people changed into democracy. So they have to cancel the old constitution and they have to write down the new constitution, because they are going to have different form of government. So the constitution will define what kind of government we are going to have. So that is very important. Then ours, we said, is a democratic country, and therefore it is written in our constitution that we will have elections after every 5 years, and we will have election to state government, Zilla Parishad, will have election to the central government, and so on. And when we elect a government, we are electing our representatives, our Zilla Parishad member to the local body, or to the MLA to the state government, or MP to the central government. So we are electing our representative to become our minister, to become our ruler, and so on. So it is possible, once they become the minister, or once they become the officer, they can misuse their power, because the officer has got great power and minister has got great power. So they can misuse their power. They can fight against the enemies, those who did not support them, those who belong to a different party. They can take revenge, and so that is possible. But the constitution is supporting every member. that there will be equality, there will be no revenge, and officers or the ministers cannot misuse the power. So the constitution tells clearly that they should not misuse the power. So if they misuse the power, then we can approach the court. The court will take charge. The court will give us the will give them the punishment and will give us the justice. So the constitution has seen everything in detail and has written down that this misuse of power should be minimized, should be reduced. We can say the example in a classroom. For example, in our classroom we have monitor or the leader, class leader. Who elects the class leader? We all the class members together, they decide so and so shall be our leader for this year. Is it not? So a person is elected by us, one of us equal, studying in the same class. But if that leader, he has got more responsibility, the teacher entrusts that person with more responsibility, and so if he wants, he can misuse his power. For example, let us say the teacher is absent in the class or the teacher is late. So teacher had told the leader, you in my absence you manage the classroom, you keep maintain silence, you help everyone to remain silent and study. So everybody is studying silently, nobody is disturbing anyone, nobody is talking, perfect silence is there. But if this leader wants, he can misuse his power. Suppose he is saying there is another student whom he does not like. There is another student always trying to fight against him, we can say. Maybe they are rivals. So if this leader wants to take a revenge on that person, he can tell some lies to the teacher. When the teacher comes back to the class, he can say, this person was too much talking in the class, disturbing everybody, he was not obeying me, and so on. So the teacher will believe the leader and will give punishment to that person. Actually that person did not do any mistake, he did not disturb the class, but this leader is misusing his position as a leader and trying to convince the teacher to take action against him. So such kind of things can take place in our political system as well. So political system as well, we are electing one of our representative to guide us, to lead us, and so on. So if that person wants to take revenge, it is possible he can take revenge on others, because the minister or the MLA or MP, they have got great power. They can make some false accusation. You can say this person did something wrong, send the police, arrest that person, put in the jail, and so on. So they can take revenge. But the constitution tells us that these things should not happen. Everybody has got equality, right to justice. So if you are wrongly accused, you don't need to sit down and cry. You can go to the court, try to prove your innocence. You can say, I did not do any mistake, but this person is falsely accusing me, wrongly accusing me. So I need justice. And the judge will hear your case, and if you are innocent, then you will be set free. So there is no reason to worry. Everyone has got the system is there to help, to support, and so on. So in the society, sometimes not only by the ruling party or can do just injustice to others, but even within the society also we can find sometimes there is a lot of injustice. For example, India we know is a cluster societies. So many people are there belonging to different castes, different tribes, different societies, different languages, different religions, and so on. So there's a lot of mixture is there in our society. Every tribe or every society you go, you will find there is a lot of variety, mixture is there. Some are rich, some are poor, some are in the middle class. So it is possible that the rich person will try to do injustice to the poor person. That is also there. So though they are living in the same same society, in the same village, they will try to do injustice. Mostly injustice is done by a rich person or influential person to the poor person. They may try to take away his property. We may try to make him to work extra time and pay less wage and so on. So a lot of injustice can be done there also. So, so there also the constitution comes to help us, so that no injustice will be done. Every person will be given equal opportunity to live their life, because everyone is equal. Whether you are rich or poor, you have got equal rights. Everyone is equal before the law. Therefore, we don't need to worry about others, worry about what will happen. In case any injustice is done to us, then we can easily approach the court and help to receive the justice from the court. Then let us see another example. There can be overruling by the majority on minority. For example, let us say in the class there are boys and girls. We have co-education, isn't it? Both boys and girls studying together. So the number of boys and number of girls may not be equal. In most of the classes, girls are more, boys are less, isn't it? So there is a PT period, and the teacher says you can go and play. The boys will say we shall play cricket, and the girls don't like cricket. They say let us play basketball. Let us play basketball. So there is confusion which game to play. They cannot play two games. They all have to come together and play only one game. So girls want to play basketball, boys want to play cricket. So girls are more in number, boys are less in number. So which game will they play? So they will go to the teacher, and the teacher will say, let us see the majority. What game we want to play? And so all the girls will lift their hands. So naturally girls are more in number, and the boys are few in number, therefore they have lost. So though they want to play cricket, but they have no chance, because always they are a small group and they don't have enough support, enough vote. The majority are winning. So that can take place in the society as well. So there are some groups are there big in number. Maybe some are big tribe, they have more in number. Some others are small in number. So always whenever there is a meeting, always the majority tribe will make the decision, or the majority community will make the decision. They say we shall do this way, and the other group will say no, we shall do this way. And last there will be voting. They will say lift up your hand. Those who want these ideas, lift your hands. Those who want another idea, lift your hands. So the group that is big, they have more members, therefore their idea will be implemented and they will win. So that happens in our society. So the constitution helps us to overcome all these problems. So whether they are a minority or a majority, you are not allowed to rule over the minority. The minority and the majority, they are all equal, they are all Indian citizens, and they all have got equal power, equal chance. So you should not worry, the constitution will help you to get your rights. So if you feel that your ideas are not accepted, you can challenge the